Hello, everybody. It is Taylor along with Barb and Jake. Brian may or may not be on sometime throughout this recap. I hope he is here. Anyway, last night was the return to the studio on American Idol. Yes, it was the top 24, the first group of the top 24 performing their solos as well as all-star duets last night. They are performing for one of 8 spots of the group last night in the top 16, and then 12 more will perform tonight. 8 of those will also move on to the top 16, who will all perform Sunday for a spot in the top 12. I'm really glad that we are back in the studio. I mean, they did a really good job last season with working around the pandemic with the at-home shows. But it's just nice to be back in the studio again, because that was always my favorite part of the shows, is when they finally got into the studio. And we get to vote too, so that's exciting as well.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice there are audience members too, even though they're wearing masks. It's nice that there are people in the audience.
Yes, it was good. I didn't see the first 20 minutes or so because I was at my sister's. But they were watching a movie, so yeah. But it was good. It was nice to, like you said, nice to see like an actual show where there's an audience.
And I read some stuff from producers. They're hoping to maybe get more people in there by the time the finale rolls around at the end of May. So that'll be exciting as well. But anyway, let's go ahead and start off. Each contestant, they came out, they did a solo, and then they did the duet, just back to back, which was nice to see. The pacing was good. My only complaint is that the solos were a little too short. I personally would have tried to find a way to split up the solos and duets and do them on different nights like they've done in the past. But I thought that everything, the way they did it, was really well. I mean, a lot of it was probably because of editing, because they taped this a couple weeks ago. But I still think they did a really good job.
It was. I like the format because that way you didn't have to wait for the duet.
Right. If they just jumped automatically into it. It was like you didn't have to wait for it.
So up first last night, we had Jake's favorite, Alana's Sophia. Her solo, she did Alive by Sia. It seemed a lot of people are doing that song lately. You're seeing a lot in commercials. They used it in the Survivor Winners at War commercials back last year. And then, of course, Chris Daughtry sang it on The Masked Singer and actually released his version as a single afterwards, and then you see it in a bunch of commercials and stuff like that. I really enjoyed the performance. I think Alanis has a really, really strong voice. I think she could do really well. I don't know. Honestly, there's just so many good people. You don't know how far somebody is going to go because there's just so many good people this season. But I thought it was a really good performance. And I thought her duet was actually a lot better than her solo performance. She did Shallow with Jimmy Allen, of course, a song by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper, and I thought it was really good too.
I thought both were good. Her solo performance was good, but I do think that she shined more in her duet performance because that was a really great version of the song. I enjoyed her. She's one of my favorites.
I like her too. She's one of my favorites. I can see her like maybe top 4 or 5, but she was so. I mean, again, I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna catch it up. After I get off here, but yeah, I just like her voice. I just think she's kind of like one of the underrated.
Yeah. Up next, we had Cassandra Coleman. Her solo was a song called Find Me by Sigma featuring Birdie. I never heard the songs before, and it shows how old I'm getting because I'm 30 now, and back watching Idol back a long time ago, I would know a lot of the songs that they would do. But now it seems there are a lot of songs during these shows, especially when they're able to pick their own own songs that just I've never even heard of them before. So this is coming from somebody who's starting to prefer listening to the classic country music station and like the classic hit stations over all the current stuff. But I thought she did a really good job. She's one of my favorites in the competition out of the girls. And I thought that it was a really, really strong performance.
Um, I have to laugh. Yeah, you're decrepit at 30, but sign you up for Medicare. But yeah, no, like like the country songs, I'm sometimes a lot lost on them, but
I enjoyed it. She's one of my favorites. I think she has a strong voice, and I think she's gonna go far. Like I believe that, like Barb said about Alanis, I believe that both of these girls are like top 5, top 4,
yeah,
for sure.
And for her duet, she sang "Apologize" by Ryan Tedder, or not. Well, it was written by Ryan Tedder, and he's in the group One Republic, who does a song. She sang the duet with Ryan Tedder. I honestly don't like Ryan live. I don't think he's a very good live performer. I thought this was good though. I thought they did really well together. I thought Cassandra did a really good job. The judges really liked it. They said that she needed to watch the nerves a little bit, and Katie admitted that she doesn't shave her legs anymore, which isn't I've never shaved my legs, but I don't want to hear about anybody else not shaving theirs. So that was kind of weird. I will say I do like the chemistry of this judges panel. I think that it reminds me a lot of when Harry Connick Jr. was on the show, and Jennifer Lopez and Keith Urban. And it also reminds me of back the early days with Randy, Paula, and Simon a little bit, except they're not as mean. I will say, though, that Katie is, especially that we saw last week, Katie is like turning into the mean judge. It's weird.
It is.
I think she's brutally honest, though. I mean, you gotta. I mean, that's what I think, is that she's really honest, which I mean, you should be as a judge. I mean, you should honestly, be honest with the contestants about how you think that they're performing. I think that she's just being honest with her critiques and whatnot.
Somebody's got to say it. You can't sugarcoat it all the time.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
And she's just, like you said, she's brutally honest, and you know where you stand, but she's not going to be, like rip them up like Simon did. But
yeah,
they need a judge that is not all sugar and spice. Like
I wish Harry Connick Jr. was still on the show, because he was amazing.
I loved Harry.
One of my favorite judges. Up next, we had Kentucky girl Alyssa Ray, who I'm trying to remain unbiased with, but I think that.
Sorry, can't.
Her being from Kentucky, I'm a little harder on her, because last week wasn't her best performance. I didn't think so. My dad didn't think so. My mom.
Her duet with Grace. You didn't think that was good?
No, I'm talking about the top 24, or not top 20, top 40. I thought the duet was awesome.
Yeah.
But last night she did Something in the Water by Carrie Underwood, and I thought it was much better than last week. She didn't try to oversing too much. She oversang at the right moments. She's fine. It seems like she's finally realizing she needs to have more control, and I feel like that's what she did with the performance.
Go ahead, Barb.
I think she probably had a chance to look back at her performance and see where she needed to tweak.
Yeah.
I thought she was great. Again, she's one of my favorites. I said this. I said this back in another recap, but I think that she's gonna be. I think she's gonna be top 30.
Maybe.
I think she's gonna be top 2.
If
I
she
think
delivers more performances like this, she could win American Idol.
Yeah, she's definitely going all the way. Like I mean, I already see her at the finale. So
yep, her and Grace in the top two.
And her duet with Alyssa Ray, or her duet with Catherine McPhee, I really liked. They did "I'm Your Baby Tonight" by Whitney Houston. And it was nice to see because all Alyssa has really done so far is ballads. And she comes out here and does a really good up-tempo Whitney Houston song. Really, really good song choice. I thought that last night, I think, is the best we've seen of her the entire competition.
Yeah, I like to see her do more pop stuff. You know, upbeat, fun stuff than ballads.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this is, in my opinion, this is her to win. I mean, hers to lose. If she loses, it's going to be from a bad performance or something.
Yeah.
But I think pretty much she's got it top two.
yeah, I thought her duet was great. She nailed it.
Up next, we had Wyatt Pike, who did a song called "Rubber Band" by Tate McRae. I've never heard the song before, and the only thing I know about Tate is she was on the the season of So You Think You Can Dance where they had the kids on. But I like Wyatt. He has a good voice. Not the most exciting performer out there. He's kind of boring. He kind of reminds me of Sam Wolf, who was on the show back in season 13 that kind of had the same style as him. But it just didn't resonate with the fans. I didn't like his, I wasn't a fan last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I had no idea what that song was or who it was. So I never heard of it. I mean, I liked the song, but I never heard of it before. Or the person that he sang the duet with. So yeah.
I've heard of Ben Rector. He the song they did is his biggest hit so far. Same with his solo. I wasn't feeling the duet. I think he's kind of boring.
Yeah.
It was just okay for me. I didn't enjoy it that much.
Yeah, but he was boring to me too. I mean, I'm not feeling him at all. So, I wouldn't be surprised if he got eliminated.
Same.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Up next was Alana. Again, she did "Blow Your Mind" by Dua Lipa. Again, I wasn't a big fan. It was kind of forgettable. Same with her duet with Brian McKnight back at 1. I just wasn't feeling her.
I didn't like her solo performance. However, I did like her duet with Brian McKnight. I thought they actually did good with that. So I actually liked her duet.
Yeah, it was like a 50-50 thing. And I think she did better. I mean, she could probably, be either. It's kind of like on the fence of whether she's going to make it through or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was awesome to see Brian McKnight though, and but yeah, their duet was much better.
Up next is one of my favorites of the season, Anna Lee List, who took a Billie Eilish song. Billie Eilish, of course, sounds most of the time like she's being smothered by a pillow. But she took the song and actually made it sound good. She did "My Future" by Billie Eilish, and like I said, Anna Lee List is one of my favorites this season. She just has this really, really good jazzy voice that's kind of a throwback to 70s, like Maria Moldau or I don't, just really, really good 70s jazz music. And I really, really, really enjoyed it. And then I loved her duet with Joss Stone as well. They did "Tell Me Something Good" by Rufus and Shaka Khan. And I thought that they were both amazing. She's one of my favorites.
That was fun. And yeah, I like them a lot. And she's definitely going through. So but yeah, it was good.
I enjoyed her. I thought both of her performances were good. Her solo was good, and her duet with Joss Stone was good as well. So, I think she's going to be around for a while.
Oh yeah. Up next, we had Deshaun Goncalves. He, of course, had a really emotional story. Didn't grow up in the greatest home life, but he's going to college and trying to make his life better. His audition was okay. It really wasn't good. I wanted to see him improve, and his solo last night, he did Forever Young by Bob Dylan, and I thought it was really, really good. I think it's the best we've seen of him so far.
I mean, I think I agree with what the judges were saying. I think he needs to loosen up more. It doesn't seem like he's loosening up enough, but I think if he loosens up more, I think he'll be good.
Yeah, I mean, he was one of forgettable performances for me last night, but he just needs to be more up tempo and have some fun because it is a cop and you don't want to see ballads all the time.
Exactly.
Up next was they did the duet. He did his duet with Ryan Tedder. They did "I Live" by One Republic, and I thought it was good too. I think I liked his solo performance a little better. And yeah, he probably does need to loosen up a bit and not be so stiff on stage. And I think if he does that, he has a really, really good chance of making it far.
Yeah, I think his duet performance was. I thought his duet performance was better than his solo performance, but that's just me, of course.
Up next, we had Graham DeFranco, who I think is one of the dark horses in the competition. He did "Ray" by John Splithoff, and I really like his voice. Very soulful, kind of jazzy. He I was trying to think last night during his performance who he reminded me of, and I kind of think he sounds like a male Macy Gray. Kind of has that same kind of rasp she does in her voice. But I thought he did a really good job last night.
I'm not. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm not particularly a fan. So I wasn't feeling him, but that's just me.
Yes, and I just no. I think he's gonna be one of the ones that go tonight.
I don't know. It depends. But his duet was also good. He did "Love Like This" with Ben Rector. They were really good together. I do think Graham could maybe get him have a little more personality in his performances, but I still think he does have a great voice, and I would like to see him go very far.
I mean, I will say his duet performance was definitely better than his solo performance, but also he's not somebody that I'm rooting for, so yeah.
Up next, we had Andrea Vaez, who did a Spanish song by Billie Eilish. I thought it was okay. I thought there were a few pitch problems during the performance. For her duet, she did "Careless Whisper" with Brian McKnight. I think that was a little bit better. She didn't wow me last night like she has in the past.
I thought it was cool that she chose a Spanish song because it's not so often that you actually see somebody choose a Spanish song to sing on Idol. But I actually enjoyed her. I thought she was good.
Yeah.
She stood out because of that. She was able to do that Spanish song. But yeah, it was good, but not one of my top performances last night. But she was good.
And I think with the caliber of talent, I think she could be in trouble after that last night too.
Yeah, the talent the season is outrageous.
And up next, we had Cecil Ray. Were you saying something?
No.
I thought I heard somebody talking. Anyway, next we had Cecil Ray, who did Paint Me a Birmingham by Tracy Lawrence. Cecil was somebody that I really liked in the auditions. I thought he had a really good voice. Somebody that maybe had room to grow. But last night, the train just completely derailed. I don't know. It was really pitchy throughout the entire performance. It was so nasally that there were parts of the song that I didn't understand what in the world he was singing or what he was saying. It was an extreme mess, and you could even see on the judges' faces that they knew it was awful.
Yeah, I don't like him. I don't think either of his performances were good. So they were both bad.
They were bad. Yeah, he's definitely. I'd be surprised if he made it through. If it's that wide.
It is now showing me that we have less than 10 minutes, so we got to finish this up real quick. On my Zoom.
Well, you know, we were waiting on Brian.
Anyway, moving on. Up next. Oh, oh my gosh, I can't. Look here. Up next we had Willie Spence, who did Wind Beneath My Wings by Bette Midler. Really reminds me of Ruben Studdard. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Willie is one of my favorites in the competition. I thought that his performance of Wind Beneath My Wings was great. His duet with Katharine McPhee was outstanding. I honestly think he could win this season.
Well,
no.
I think he's one of the only standout guys this season, and that says a lot because I think he is going to go far.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was my favorite tonight, and he reminds me of like Luther Vandross, or
yes,
like he could. Oh my gosh, I just love him.
He's another velvet teddy bear, just like Ruben.
Yes, but yeah, I don't think he's gonna win, but he's gonna go far. Only because the girl talent is so high this year.
I wouldn't count some of the guys out. I wouldn't count Willie out. And then tomorrow night we have two other guys, Caleb Kennedy tonight we have two other guys, Caleb Kennedy and Chase Beckham, who I also think could give the girls a run for their money. But I do agree that the female talent is amazing this season, but I wouldn't count the guys out yet. Anyway, and last of the night, and they definitely did say the best for last tonight. I do agree with Jake. Grace Kinsler, who did Queen by Jessie J, and it was really good. She is definitely one of the best girls that's in the competition. And then for a duet, her and Joss Stone did Midnight Train to Georgia. I think that she could win. Either that, or because of so many good girls that she could be a shocking elimination this season. I honestly don't know.
Well, it saved the best for last.
Yeah.
She's one of my favorites. I think that she's top 2 for sure. I think she's gonna win this. I'm almost certain of it. Her voice is amazing, and I was really hoping that she and Joss Stone were gonna sing together, and I thought they were awesome together.
Mm-hmm. It was my favorite of the night. Absolutely the best one. And yeah, I'm with Jake. She's probably gonna win it.
Mm-hmm. So real quick, we have almost 6 minutes left. So let's try and make predictions real quick of the 8 that are going to go through. I think Willie's going to go through, Alyssa, Grace, Alana's definitely.
Alana,
yeah.
I don't know about Alana. I don't think Alana will go through.
I think she'll go through this time.
Maybe, but definitely Alyssa, Grace, Willie. I think Graham could sneak in there. Alana,
I don't think Cecil will go through.
Definitely not. I
definitely.
am a little worried though. I'm worried that he's going to be this season's Sanjaya. I hate to say it, but
we don't want to go near that again.
Oh no, that was bad. No.
That was a nightmare. Even though, I mean, I like to give Sanjaya a hard time. Even though he wasn't as bad as a lot of people acted, he could sing. He just had a very boring, ordinary voice. But anyway, I definitely don't think Cecil's going to go through. I don't think Alana will go through. Andrea, I think that she didn't do her best last night. I don't think she'll go through. I think for the other spots, besides the one I said, I think it's up in the air for the rest of them.
Yeah,
I think Alana's going through.
I think Alana has potential. I just think she needs to pick better songs, and yeah, I mean, it's all about song choice.
But anyway,
For real.
so we will not find out the results tonight, of course, because these two shows were pre-taped. We'll find out all the results Sunday as they reveal the top 16. Tonight, the remaining 12 perform. Tori Kelly's going to be performing on there with them. Incubus's Brandon Boyd, PJ Morton, a lot of great singers. As we narrow it down to our top 16. And we will be back tomorrow to discuss everything, and we'll make some more predictions. Thank you very much for tuning in. Make sure you comment below. Tell us what you thought of the show. Follow us on social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, thank you so much for watching. We will see you tomorrow. Okay, guys, I'm ending the meeting.
Okay. Later.
Bye.
Bye.